to Vrabel mine, or at least I'm in that area trying to get there. Again, this is really pretty area. It's up above Crown King. I'm going to break up my GPS here in a few minutes and see how close I am. But this is way different than being down in the desert. So come along for the ride. Hopefully I have something to show you here in a little bit. Getting closer by GPS, and that looks like a mine marker right there. Actually, I think that is. This is really I mean, it's an established trail. I'm definitely in four-wheel drive. I'm just trying to get as close as I can so that I don't have to hike as far. This trail definitely keeps going, but it has not been used in a long time. I wouldn't be surprised if this is one of those that was closed off, but there's no sign that says it was closed down. I just don't see any no ATV, UTV, nothing. Once again, I'm pretty much all by myself, and it's Saturday, which is really weird. Crown King's not that far. I could hike out if I had to. And I got places I'll be able to turn around. This is the end of the trail for me. Alright, I'm going to look at my GPS and figure out where the hell I am at. Hey everybody, John here. We are near Vrabel mine. I've run out of trail. Battery's dead on my primary GPS, but the GPS on my phone seems to be working, so we're going to give a try to that. This may wind up being a failed mission today because the sun's already starting to get close to the horizon, and as I pan around you'll see how thick these woods are. But we're going to hike for a little bit anyway, see what we come up with. Even if it's a failed mission, this is a beautiful area, so every time we do this I get a little closer. So you can see how thick this is. And we're maybe, as the crow flies, 50 miles from Phoenix. It's actually a nice calm day. We are at 63, almost 6,400 feet. So let's take a hike. Okay. I walked one direction and didn't find much, but the woods are so thick. So I decided to go up the trail further that I couldn't drive further on. And I'm pointing at that's fired brick right there. So I'm close to something, but the woods are so thick that without a good topographical map, I may not find what I'm looking for, but I'm going to keep heading up this trail. And you can see up there the boulders. But nobody's come up this way in a long time because there's a lot of deadfall, a lot of tree fall. But where there's fired brick, and this looks like almost like tile. Huh. All right. We're going to zigzag a little bit and see what we can find. Hopefully we find something interesting. Okay, this is a needle in a haystack. I found a post. sticking out of the ground. You can see there's not much of a real trail, but looking this way, I see logs crossways, and I see a rock up on top of this other rock. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is a mining claim post, but we're going to head up that way and see what we find anyway. I got nothing better to do. I'm already here, and the sun's getting lower. As soon as it goes back behind the hill, while I'll still have some light, I'll head back down to where the Jeep's at, and consider this a good but not totally successful day. So let's get hiking. I don't know if this is a game trail or this is a person trail, but I'm going to follow it anyway. It's just a little bit of clearing, and I'm to the left of that rock, so we're going to keep going, see what happens here. Got a herd of beetles. Got one right there. And not sure where he's at. There's someone over here somewhere too. Okay, and this looks like it could have been an old trail 100 years ago. I'm still following it up. I still haven't reached the peak yet. I'm getting close. If nothing else, that's my most current mission, is just to get to the top to see where I'm at and see if I see anything. If I don't, then I'm going to head back. Something used to be up here. More fired brick. Really eroded. It might be all gone. But I know Google Earth and Earth Explorer showed buildings up in this area. I'm probably still in the wrong area. I could be only like 20-30 feet away and not know it. But look at the size of this anthill. These big red ants have been at it for a while. All right, I'm going to circle, see what I find. Definitely still signs of an old forest fire around me. All these trees are dead from fire damage. There's lots of burnt wood here. This still looks like it might have been some sort of a trail. I'm facing in the sun right now, so, but I don't see, other than the fired bricks, I don't see any signs of structures that still exist, even in partial form. So we're gonna keep hunting for a little bit, and then I gotta head back. Nice manzanita trees, though. I always did love these. They're really pretty. Same trees I hiked through up at Brown Peak near Four Peaks. Well, I'm gonna head back. I don't want to be out here as it starts to get dark. I guess the normal person would say this was a failed mission, but it's really not. Even when you don't find what you're looking for, if you're out here hiking, it is worth it. I'm going to show you. It's Saturday afternoon, and I'm all by myself. Just me and nature. Beautiful panoramic view. Now I know I'm probably close. I mean, you can see some houses off in the distance. Right over there, you've got the highest peak that's got all of the radio towers on it. I'm probably within 100 yards of the buildings that I'm looking for, and I'm just not seeing it. So there is going to be a plan or a trip B involved in this, because I don't like to fail. But it's not going to be a today thing. So this is going to wind up being a part A, and part B will be to be determined. So I'm going to start heading my way back down. If I find something along the way, I'll fire this back up. Man, this is frustrating. Found another post. up along this ridge line. Crap, I know I'm close. Okay, as I make my way back to the Jeep, and I guess I'm about to find out how good my land nav skills are, because I'm just going off of terrain features of how far I walked away from the Jeep and where I'm at. It's 103 supposedly down in the valley, and right now it's probably 70 degrees, so there is no way that this was bad. Beautiful hike, beautiful view, cool weather, beats the daylights out of sweating it. Oh look, another beetle. This must be their natural habitat. Anyway, there's no way that this was a bad day. I'll touch base with everybody once I get back to the Jeep. I will bring this up since I'm doing this old school, is as you're hiking up in unfamiliar territory, especially if you're not carrying a map on you, although I have my cell phone, and my cell phone has a pretty general but good map on it. Check your landmarks from both sides. Remember earlier on I said that there was a rock and a trail that was heading up, and I thought it might have been a mining claim. Well, this is the back side, or the side of that same rock. And I had also checked out this wash that I climbed at the first time, looking back the other way. So, because if you never turn around, it looks totally different on the way back down. So you don't know if you're walking in the same spot or not. Just thought I'd bring it up. I should be back to the Jeep in probably 15 minutes. Okay, everyone. Remember that last entry I just made about finding your marker, looking at it backwards? Well, I still wound up going down the wrong wash and wound up misplacing the Jeep. I wasn't lost because I was surrounded by the main road and mountains, and I knew I was in the general area, but I had to walk and find the original trail that I came in on. And not a total waste, even though I've been hiking for an hour longer than I anticipated. I found a exploratory mine shaft on the same trail that I drove up in the first place. I saw the little wash that, in the marker on the way by it, but didn't pay any attention. But as you can see behind me, got a hole. It's not very deep, probably 10 feet. Still means that my trip was more successful than I had anticipated. Once I did pull up Google Earth on my phone, I found out that I am not in the right location anyway, so plan B will be a little further on the other side of Vrabel Road. I took a trail too soon, so we'll get to do that one at some other day. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. It's almost dark. As long as nobody stole it, I do know where the Jeep is now. So I hope you enjoyed. Hope we all learned a little bit of a lesson that even though we think we know what we're doing, we think we know where we're at, even in a safe way of knowing that there's civilization and help within walking distance, still wound up losing the Jeep for a little while. Anyway, like I said, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for coming along. Like us, subscribe, follow us, and we'll see you on the next adventure. Bye now.